Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
This is like the 5th intro we've been trying to record. And if this podcast don't sound right, like y'all just have to bear with us until we can get better mics, better stuff, because
I'm gonna upgrade, man, because
this is ridiculous. Like at this point, I don't know. It has to be the mic at this point because we tried everything.
We bought extra software,
everything,
and extra equipment just to make the mic set up legit, and
so we do apologize in advance.
It's being very disappointing to me.
Very. I'm over here breaking a sweat trying to.
Right. I'm in a full out sweat.
Right.
I feel like I just worked out.
Yeah.
I'm about to count my calories.
Man. Because we didn't burn something.
So we was talking about.
But hey, first, welcome back to the podcast.
Welcome.
This is No Handles. I'm your host, Nikki Nicole.
And I'm your co-host, CJ. your co-host with the most.
Right. But welcome back, y'all. We do apologize because we did say we were going to be posting every Wednesday until y'all give us another day that y'all would like. But, you know, we were gone last week, but, you know, we had some...
Yeah, I was a little under the weather, as you still can hear.
But it's allergies, y'all.
Yeah.
And we found out that our daughter has the same allergies. And it's because all this pollen in Houston. So if y'all in Texas and if y'all are in Houston, y'all know we were talking about when we said this pollen, y'all. It's been horrible.
It's ridiculous. Our car is green, but we have a black car.
Right. And I refuse to wash again.
I'm telling you.
Like, at this
point.
We're
wasting money at this point. Like, what?
For real.
I went outside the other day and I was going around the corner and I swear a tornado was coming right at me. And it was like the wind. I was
between this pollen and this, I don't know, this tornado wind.
Yeah.
Like, I've never experienced what we have, we have like tornado warnings though, but we have wind warnings and wind advisories that are over here where we're at. But anyways, y'all.
Oh, and fire advisories.
Yeah, that too. Like, it's been crazy in Houston.
What? Yeah, we say.
Yeah, it's true. But on top of them having dealing with their allergies, you know, we had a very busy weekend before that because our niece had like multiple birthday parties.
Yeah. All right. Yeah,
so
my sister.
Doing that.
All her kids is having birthday like bag to bag. They dropping like Drake albums. Like,
and that's one thing I can applaud them for because they always go off for all of their birthdays, y'all.
They went off, like,
no kid ever feels like one kid's birthday was the better. So
for real, I'm going to make a vlog for that. Like,
yes.
But
they have
all
four,
of them, yeah, and they have one more coming up. They got one more birthday coming up.
Yeah, Patrick. I still call him Patrick.
We still call him Patrick.
I need to stop because he's a big boy now.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
About to hit the double digits.
Right.
But yeah, so we had that too, y'all.
Yeah. So be on the lookout for that. That's going to be super dope because they done went all the way in.
Yeah.
Like, y'all don't even understand. I was like, oh my.
It was fun though.
It feels good to be y'all, don't it?
Really fun.
But yeah, it was really, really fun.
We went to this place called Andretti's, and I believe it's in Katy. So if y'all ever out in Katy, if I want another place kind of like main event, but don't want the main event crowds, want a more family oriented or more grown and sexy, depending on which one you want to do, because they really fill out both. So
I don't know how they did that.
Yeah, but they did it perfectly.
Like, you in there with little bitty kids and
on one side and on the other
super
side,
fly adults on the other side, and I was like, but y'all.
And if you want to be a little kid doing your grown and sexy night, you can go across. Just walk right across.
Yeah, laser tag, go kart,
everything.
They had what was it? The VR glass? What was the Oculus glasses?
HR? Is it HR? No, look, it's probably not
VR. I think.
Yeah, look, I'm talking about HR.
Not HR.
Right, it's definitely not that, but it was a cool little spot, y'all. So if you're definitely in Katy and want something fun to do, check them out.
Yeah.
That was fun. And then we had a little girls' night after that. So I got my sisters wanted to get their nose pierced, so they got that. And then I got my heel experience, and I already love it. I'm ready to go get the other side. What was in it?
A fly.
Oh.
Where you come from?
Right.
Just swimming in my Kool-Aid.
Messed up his wine, y'all. But yeah, but that was fun too. But other than that, we've been chilling and revamping everything. So when we were ready to come back, we come back with a bang, y'all. So I hope y'all like our new intro. You can see it on YouTube if you're watching our YouTube, and if you're on Apple, I hope you like our new cover picture because we changed that up. So
we changed that all up. We revamping.
Make sure y'all check out both.
And we changed the name.
And follow us on both too if you like digging our podcast, because show some love.
Yeah, kind of cool, kind of dope.
And I would tell you the YouTube name, but I feel like we're about to switch it again.
Yeah.
So once we figure that out, I'll make sure we'll shout it out.
At the moment, it's OG Bates Family.
Yeah.
At the moment.
Or you can follow us on, let me see, I just changed that too, but we got our Instagram. And then we'll get into the podcast, y'all, but we just want y'all to stay connected with us,
Yeah.
Okay, so our Instagram is _CJ and Nikki. And we'll put that everywhere too. Anywho.
So, I got a question.
Yeah.
Who is Nikki?
What do you mean who is Nikki?
Who is Nikki Nicole?
Nikki Nicole is just my nickname and my real name.
But who
Nothing
is she?
special.
Explain to the people who Nikki Nicole is.
Well, everybody who I grew up with when I was younger called me Nikki, and then my real name is Nicole. Like I'm saying, it's literally nothing special behind it. I just did Nikki Nicole. Like how it sounds together.
It does sound good together. I enjoy it.
Go refill you. Meanwhile, let me make sure I don't got mine. But yeah, that's it. Nothing special. And I just got tired. I guess this can go straight into our topic, like why you change things, because we're gonna get into why it's okay to shift into new things, because we changed our YouTube name a couple of times. We started out with a different podcast name, and we realized we just wasn't feeling it. It just felt like we could do something more. And it's okay to change things.
Yeah, and they'll often think but that's gonna hurt you. But if you're meant to get to a certain place, just get there.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. You're gonna change it anyway.
For a season. That's even why I changed my name to Nikki Nicole, because I was Nikki So Phenomenal at one point, but I feel like I'm done with that season. I feel like it was just an affirmation for me to get out of the little funk that I was in. I feel like I'm out of that space now, and I just want to be back to be me now.
Right.
Nikki Nicole, whoever you want to call me, I'm both those people. Okay,
so, see, now I get it. Okay, so I get the vibe now. It's just wherever you want to see me in, baby.
Right.
I'm there.
But at the end of the day, I'm going to be both. So.
Right.
Hate or love it. You?
Well, me.
Because you changed your name too a couple of times.
I change my name all the time. All the time. I don't know why. I always had an issue with my name.
I'm sorry y'all if you hear our daughter in the background. She doing the most. She's in a whole nother room.
I don't know. I never liked my name.
Why? I used to feel like that too. I didn't like my name though, because I just feel like my name is such a common name.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
But Carl's not a common name.
It's okay, so I used to joke with people, it's the most common, uncommon name. Because you don't know very many Carls. But when you hear Carl, it just registers and clicks like that. People just if I say Carl to somebody, Carl, or they might think they heard Paul. It's either one or the other, but I don't know. Everybody always mistake my name for Paul. I had a teacher, she used to work my nerves. She called me Paul all year long. I had to walk up to her and say, ma'am, my name is Carl. C-A-R-L. The person you probably saying is not in class, that's me. You try to write my name in all the time, that's me. But I never liked my name. And then partly because I knew my dad had a different last name. So it was I always battled with that, with being a Brown and being a Bates. And then I didn't like the name Carl. I felt why you give me Carl? You could have named me, I don't know, Anthony. I don't know. I don't even look like an Anthony.
You rather go from
I don't know.
a common name to a common name.
I don't know, man.
Okay.
I don't know what my name would be.
Exactly.
But I just don't know. I just don't feel like Carl ever fit. I feel I don't know. I feel like my personality was always bigger than Carl. I don't know.
I mean, I don't picture you being anything else, but hey.
It's because you know me as Carl.
But still, even if your name wasn't Carl, I don't see you being a John or a James or.
I don't see me being a John or a James.
Your name fits you. So that's.
Yeah. I don't know. I really, as a kid, I really struggled with it. For real. I don't know why. It was a struggle. In the back of my head, I don't know. Yeah, I just really struggled with it.
Yeah.
I can't even explain why it's been a struggle, but it always has been a struggle. That's why it's so easy for me to change my name on social medias and stuff like that, because I don't relate to my actual name. And that's weird. And that's weird because it's my dad's name. You know what I'm saying? You think you want your dad's name, but then at the same time, like, part of me wanted to be a different person. That's kind of why I didn't give Jeremiah my name. Because I wanted Jeremiah to be his own person and not so much. Sense. Because I feel like people always try to put me in, you just like your dad, or whatever my dad did wrong, they expected me to do it wrong.
Right.
You know, and fall in them ways. So it's like, even if I'm battling with something, they'll be like, oh yeah, his daddy used to do. And I'm like, yo, don't do that to me.
Right.
Like, exactly. I
don't know.
Yeah, I don't, like, because I didn't really grow up with my dad, so I don't know any of them things. Exactly. So it's like, y'all putting stuff on me that I don't even know about. You like, well, oh yeah, your daddy used to do that. And now I'm sitting there like, for real? No, don't do that to me.
Right.
Like,
okay, like the walking fly.
Yeah, I'm over there for real. Like, my daddy used to do that. And then now, you're now as a kid, and like, I feel like parents really need to like watch that, because kids a lot of times don't have those things in them, but when you tell them that the person they admire had those things and it's a bad trait, now they accept that trait.
Exactly.
You know?
That's what you mean,
yeah, so I did that a lot. And I was like, and then when I found out they were bad things, I was like, my bad.
Well, and speaking of shifting and switching though, so what made you switch from being, because if y'all don't know, he used to be a personal trainer for 10 years, y'all. 10 years. Probably longer than that, because we've been married coming 10 years this year. And he's been doing personal training ever since we got married. But he was also a personal trainer before we got together. So it's definitely been long for 10 years. But now you're into photography, and it's just like a complete different whirlwind. I feel like this one just even flows completely differently for you. So what makes you feel like you knew it was time for you to shift into something differently?
I knew it was time to shift into something differently, because it was just like, I wasn't getting fulfilled with it no more. Yeah. In the same way. Like before, when I used to do it, I used to just be happy just to be out there sweating and helping somebody, you know, learn how to get in shape. But I feel like people nowadays, they're not actually concerned with their actual health. Yeah. They more concerned with
quick fixes.
Yeah, the quick fix is such a big thing right now. Yeah. And then I feel like the goals that people have are unrealistic. Yeah. And they don't even understand how unrealistic they are. Like, I'm like, yo. Like, one girl asked me, she was like, do you really think I can lose 90 pounds in a month? I said, wait, what?
No. Unless you starve yourself. And then even then, you're still 90
pounds, 30 days.
You have to do like some... Like, I couldn't even imagine.
You have to kill yourself.
Yeah, pretty much, because there's nothing you can literally do.
There's nothing you can safely do to lose that much weight, but that's what people want. And then when I can't achieve that...
Oh, and disclaimer, we don't mean literally kill yourself.
Yeah, like,
I would be tripping.
Nah,
but, you know, we're just saying...
But, yeah, they going so hard, and it's like, that's not possible. And then when I tell you it's not possible, then they run and then they do worse stuff. Like, they really, like, I've seen people go and really start hurting themselves, like, sticking their fingers down their throats and throwing up in the bathroom.
Unhealthy things.
Yeah.
It's gonna, you might get the faster results, results, but it's not gonna, you're not gonna look what you want, you're not gonna feel like how you want, you're not gonna have the energy, you might have the saggy skin, you might look sick because you're not getting the nutrients, so you wanna make sure you're doing it in the proper way.
Exactly, because if you don't do it the proper way, you're really putting yourself in a worse state. Like, people don't understand. A lot of people try to like, I'm gonna starve myself and get in shape. That don't work. Yeah. You know how you actually get in shape? Eat more.
Yeah, you really
because
do.
Your body needs to be on a schedule. It's not even so much eating more. I wouldn't even tell people eat more, because I actually eat less, but I eat regularly, so my body knows it's regularly going to get something, even if it's not a lot.
Exactly.
It might not be a lot. It might be an apple. It might be a plum. It might be a banana. But it's on a consistent basis. So now my body's not going into starvation mode, because it's like, it's been 8 hours. What's up? You know, but some people, they going 8. Like, mainly people intermittent fasting. Right. Like, when I was intermittent fasting for 8 hours, but then naturally, the time that I stopped intermittent fasting, I didn't eat at that time. Right. So now I'm still not eating. So now it go from 8 hours to 14 hours eating. I'm like, yo, and that's hurting you. Yeah. You know, it's taking your kidneys. It's like, it's good to fast, but like, not 24/7. You know.
So basically, it just became draining because you were basically having to do more or be more motivated than the people were actually being motivated for themselves.
Yeah, so nobody was motivated for themselves. It was always about my birthday.
Yeah, it became more of babysitting than just, not so much babysitting, it's just, it was a quick, I'm just only doing this for this, and if I miss it or whatever, then, oh well.
It was like birthdays, events, like I'm going on this trip. Like, that's the number one thing.
Yeah, that's the number one.
I'm going on this trip, you know what I mean? And I'm not knocking nobody, you know, because you want to be good on these trips. But then at the same time.
But when you're trying to make this a business, it's definitely hard to, when you don't, not some, I don't, because we had some definitely tremendous, phenomenal clients. Like, shout out to the ones we did have.
For real.
But we only have one or two maybe out of the season that want to actually be committed, and then the other ones are flaking here. It's hard to build stability. And then, especially for me too, I think that like was kind of unmotivating, because then I'll find somebody who, I can't wait to work out with so-and-so, and then they'll quit, and it'll be like, well, dang, like.
It happened a lot.
So yeah, so I think with that, we're learning like, okay, now we can, not so much relief, but it kind of is that now we can really focus on our health journey and stuff for us now.
Yeah.
And then if those who want to come, they come, but it's not our main focus anymore, basically.
Because, okay, so this is one of my big things too. So, doing any business, like, you have to look at what it takes to run the business. And the number one thing it takes to run a fitness business is your body.
Yeah.
But how long do you have your body?
Exactly.
At the form to actually train people, and you know what I mean? Because like I got to the point where I was a fat trainer. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's so hard to maintain that all the time. It's so draining.
Or trying to keep yourself motivated when no one around you is
exactly.
motivated.
Like it's such a draining process. 24/7 to stay on your note. I can stay on my note, but it's different now because it's for myself.
Right.
You know what I mean? Opposed to, okay, I got to get up, run to this workout session. Because I noticed before, I really didn't work out for myself. But now I can actually work out for myself. Before, I stayed in shape because I was training people all day. That's what kept me in shape. Not actually working out.
Right.
So then, my physique don't look the way I want my physique to look because I can't train because I'm too busy putting y'all stuff together and training y'all. You know what I mean? So it was like I had to think to myself, okay, going forward, how are you actually going to build for your family if you don't have if it's all about what you can do with your physical body at this time, and then you only have so many hours in a day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's where I was looking. I'm like, okay, I can get to this point, but then I've maxed the time slot out.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, well, how can I double it? You can't. It's only you. You know what I mean? And with photography, it's like, it's so much bigger.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm just at the beginning of the time slot, and I've already maxed out the personal training budget. You know what I mean? So it's like,
so much
that was like...
We already hit so many milestones in our photography business, and it just amazes me because it's like you can work on something for so long, and then God will have you switch to something else, and you just get it just like this, like everything just smooth.
And God has shown me, like, I didn't make you a trainer, you chose to be there.
Yeah, and that's what it is. Sometimes we'll choose things that we want so bad, and we'll try to make it work. We'll go after it for years and years. And God's like, I was trying to take this away from you 7 years ago, but you just didn't want to listen.
And he prophesied to me about the photography stuff, and I was modeling at the time. And I was like, I don't really want to be a model. Right. You know what I mean? I really want to hoop. So I'm like, I don't really want to be a model. I'm just doing this to pass the time. So when they were prophesying to me about people seeing my pictures, I was like, people seeing my pictures? That don't make no sense. Right. So then, fast forward almost 15 years to that